Okay, so in a previous video, I told you how to trim using the mouse tool. You grab and you just drag over, and uh, you've trimmed your shot. Now, the bad thing about this is it's not very accurate. You can't go frame by frame, with your cuts. You need to be able to have keyboard control. So to go frame by frame. So what you could do is go into trim mode. Now, when you're going to trim mode, the first thing you want to do is select here, the ripple edit tool. Because if you're not in the ripple edit tool, it'll still let you get into the trim tool, but it won't give you all the functionality you want it to. What's going to happen is you're going to try to do an edit or try to do a trim, and it's going to say blocked by video one, and you're like, what the hell is going on? And it's really it's stupid. The other edit programs I'm aware of do not do that. It's an unwise way of building something. Hopefully they'll fix that. So anyway, you can get close to your edit you want, and then you hit Shift T, and you're in trim mode. So now you can see that there's this blue line running across here. The blue line says I'm affecting this shot and I'm affecting this shot. So as I go frame by frame, uh, as I go frame by frame, I am adding to the tail of this, and I'm subtracting from the head of this, frame by frame. Boom, 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 boom. You see the counter here saying what I have done since I entered the trim mode. So I could go by 5 frames if I wanted to, go back 1. I could, if I wanted to, click on one of these tracks, and when I do that, you see the blue line is no longer going all the way across. It's only over here. That means that I'm only affecting this shot. I'm not affecting this shot. So when I hit trim backwards, let's do a 5 so you can see it better. This whole thing is going back through it, and I'm not adding any onto the head of this one. You can see what it's going to do by, let's zoom in here, by the arrow here. So the arrow is saying, okay, we're going to, if you look at it, there's a little bracket with an arrow facing left in this situation. And it's going to say, okay, I'm going to affect this over here. And then I move over here, and it's saying, okay, if I click over here, if I click in the center, now I have both of them back, and I move my arrow over here. You see, it's pointing to the right, so it's pointing to the left, pointing to the right. It's saying it's going to edit both sides. If I have just one, it says it's going to edit that, do that, and it's not going to do that side. Actually, oh, I guess if I wanted to, I could hit Shift and uh, hmm. Okay, with a lot of edit programs, if you hit Shift and then select, it's going to do that in addition. This does it if you are selecting a different trim point entirely. So, for example, if I were to go over here, hit Shift, now I'm in slip mode, where this shot changes, but the shots around it do not. So I go 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And I have changed this shot. I have not changed either the shots around it. Now, most or a lot of other edit programs will then, instead of having 2 frames here, they're going to show 4 frames. So they would have the outgoing tail, incoming head, then they'd have the outgoing tail, and the incoming head of the other shots, so you can see what's going on. For whatever reason, Premiere has decided just to show um, the 2 shots at wherever this bar is here. Not my favorite way of doing things, but it is what it is. Okay, so so another cool thing about sorry, if you want to do slide, actually, I'm not I got the names of slip and slide confused, but anyway, you could also go down here, select to affect this, and then to affect that, and now when I go frame by frame, or frame by frame. I'm keeping the in and out points of this exactly the same, but I'm affecting the out point of this and the in point on this. Another fun thing is if you want to, you could choose to use your JKL buttons to do this. So if I wanted to, just hit play in reverse, it's moving that whole thing in play speed. If I wanted to do it, trim by, depends on what your keyboard's set up for. But let's say let's half speed or something like that. You could hold down the K button, hit J, and it does slow motion to get where you want to. Oh, geez. And then you go frame by frame to get it exactly there. All right. Sorry, I was confused with a different way that Avid does it versus the other. With Avid, when you release, it stops, and this does not. Anyway, that is the basics of the trim tool. It is really cool. You should use it all the time to get your shots the way you want them.